Hey boys and girls, let's get started with our morning work for today, okay? So make sure you have your name tag, your pencil box, and your morning workbook. I'm going to open up my pencil box and set my glue and my scissors in the top. You do that too. Okay, now I'm going to open up my morning workbook to where we left off yesterday. And today is week 2, day 3. I just set my stickers to the side over here. And this says transportation station. Do you know what transportation is? It's how we get from place to place. So these are all things that we can use to get from one place to another place, right? Yeah. So let's read the directions here. It says draw a rectangle around the picture that is big. Okay, so we're looking at each little column here. And we're going to see which one is big, okay? So find a crayon here that is small, or that is dark. Dark enough for you to see. I'll use red. Okay, so let's look at this first box here. And if it helps you to frame it out so you can just focus on that box, you do that. Which one is bigger, the top or the bottom? Yeah, the top. So we are going to draw a rectangle. Now a rectangle has 2 short sides, kind of like our name tags here. They have 2 short sides and 2 long sides. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You can watch me and then you can do it. So here are my 2 short sides. Now I'm going to connect them with 2 long sides. Just like that, okay? So next, our next box has planes. So I'm going to frame it out so I can focus on it. Now, is the top picture bigger or is the bottom picture bigger? Yeah, the bottom one. So let's draw our 2 short sides. And then our 2 long sides. Just like that. Okay. Now we have one more over here. And it's 2 little engines. It looks like train engines. Okay, so which one is big? The top or the bottom? Yep, the top is big. So draw your 2 short sides and your 2 long sides for your rectangle. Very good. So the top is done. Now the bottom says, draw an oval around the picture that is small. Okay, so do we know what an oval is? Yeah, it's like a long or like a stretched out circle. So this is a circle, but this is an oval. It's stretched out, all right? And I'll show you what I mean. But first, let's figure out, so here's a helicopter. Which of those helicopters is small, the top or the bottom? The top. So if we drew an oval, it's a stretched out circle, like that, okay? Okay, now let's look at this one in the middle. It's a truck, some sort of dump truck. Now we want to look at which one is small. Yeah, the bottom one. So we want to draw an oval around it. There we go. Okay. Now our last one on this page is a sailboat. So is the top one or the bottom one small? Yeah. And look, if we want to, we could even make our oval like because it's still a stretched out circle, no matter if it's on its top or its side. Okay, let's flip that page over. Okay, this is called In, Out, and All About. Okay, so I'm going to change out my crayon before I get started and pick a darker color. I'll do something different. Green, I'll use green, okay? So it says, circle the animals that are in their houses. Draw an X next to the animals that are out of their houses. Okay, so circle for the ones that are in, and X for the ones that are not. Okay, so let's look at this one with the dogs. Is this little dog in his house? Yep, so we want to circle him. Make it nice and round, because a circle goes around and around. Okay, is this dog in his house? No. Is this dog in its house? No, so he gets an X. There we go. Okay, how about these bunnies? So this one is in his house, right? So we'll give him a circle. What about these guys? No, they're not in his house, because their house is this little hole. So we'll give them an X. And I'm going to pick an even darker color, so just to be sure you can see what I'm doing, all right? Okay, now this one's kind of tricky. It's some fish in a fish bowl. All right, so these two, are they in their house? Yeah. So let's just put a circle around both of them, because they are both in their house, because their house is their fish bowl. Now what about this guy up here that's jumping out of the water? No, he's up in the air. Oh, I almost put a circle around him. We want to give him an X, right? Yeah, because he's not in his home. Okay, what about these bears? Is this bear in his home? Yeah, we'll circle him. Okay, are these bears in their home? No, they're on top of their home, and we're looking to see if they're in it. Okay. What about these birds? Where do birds live? In nests. So this little bird is in its nest. So he's in his home. Give him a circle. What about these guys on the branch? Nope. Because birds live in nests. All right. Now I want you to try these on the bottom on your own, and I'm going to give you a minute to do them, okay? And then we'll check our answers together. You try it on your own. Okay, take just a few more seconds. Okay, let's take a look. So let's look down here at these little pigs. I said this pig is in his home, right? Because pigs usually live in some sort of pig pen. So he's in his home. And these guys are not, because they're outside of it. Okay? Now these look like some hamsters or guinea pigs. And this guy is in his home. And these are not. They are outside of it, right? Okay, and then we had the horse. So this horse is in his stall. And these horses are not. So I gave them an X, right? Did you get those too? Good job. Okay, so I want us to flip back to our sticker chart. Get our stickers over here. I'm going to give myself an orange sticker. And a, let's see. Give myself this color orange. Or that's kind of a yellow. Okay. So I'm going to take my sticker sheet, go back over to the very last page we did, and I'm going to stick it in there so it's all ready to go tomorrow. Good job, boys and girls.